Welcome back to MJL 3764 collecting Elvis on vinyl. This is part 14. Today I thought we'd take a look at some vinyl LP box sets. The first one's a UK pressing. This one came out in 1981. It's a 3-record set. It's on the Imperial label. That's the back of the box. This is the first copy. The second copy has the track listings on the back, probably to make the box a little less boring, but not quite taken by the outside box of this release. Features 50 tracks, good selection. This is disc 1, disc 2 and disc 3. You can see they've sort of started on a disc 1 is the 50s, disc 2 is the 60s, and then when it gets to the 70s it gets a bit oddball. We'll get to that in a minute. So this is disc 1. All the labels have got the different pictures on them. 50s picture. Track listing. 2, 60, 68. That's the label. And there's the track listing. And this is disc 3, which they've used 68 to 74. Now, in my opinion, maybe taking off stuff like Your Time Hasn't Come Yet Baby, You've Got to Stop, Long Legged Girl, you know, maybe they could have squeezed some of the 60, 68 tracks here, 69 tracks, Guitar Man, Suspicious Minds, and maybe put them on the 60s record and made this a 70s only LP. Would have gone with the flow really, 150s, 160s, 170s, but for some reason they've opted to do it this way. So there's the track listing for disc 3, and there's the picture. The next one's a French release. This is also a 3 LP box set. This features 44 tracks, all early tracks from 1954 to 1958. An orange label, and the back cover looks like that. (1977) release. Next box set is a 5 LP box set from the USA. Memories of Elvis. This came out in 1978. Drawing sleeve, 3 pictures of Elvis from the different eras. The one in the middle, the 60s drawing seems okay to me. 50s one's okay. The 70s one, that looks more like me, so nothing like Elvis at all. Done by Robert Charles Howe. 2 out of 3 ain't bad, I suppose. Back of the box is just plain black, but it did have an inner box with all the track listing and some text, which I believe, I haven't read it in a long while, but I believe it's pretty accurate. There you go. That's the candlelight music. Was on the RCA Special Products label. So 5 albums, 60 tracks. It doesn't state Dynaflex, but these records are extremely flimsy. Another good release. The first box set, certainly to come out in the UK, was this one. 1970, Worldwide 50 Gold Award Hits, Volume 1. This is the original press. I don't know if you can see that sort of a gloss label. This is the original copy of my LP, which unfortunately is looking a bit tired now. Very well played. So I invested in a later copy, better copy. This one's a 76 repress. You can see this is now on a matte label, and even though it's mono, it doesn't say mono at the top like the original copy there. This did come with a booklet, very nice booklet, featuring mostly pictures from the 68 special or early Vegas 69. Quick look through it. Picture obviously used later on the Wonderful World of Christmas reissue, and a picture used on the Gold Records Volume 2 reissue. Nice booklet, nice set. 1971, Volume 2 came out, Worldwide Gold Award Hits, Elvis The Other Sides. Now this was only printed in the USA. So if you're in the UK and you wanted the bonuses, special bonus number 1, a piece of clothing, or swatch I believe they call it, piece of clothing from Elvis's wardrobe, and number 2, large full colour pull-out portrait reproduction of Elvis, you had to get the American import, and pretty quick before that offer went out. So it's on the tan label, again it's mono albums. These are Dynaflex, so they're very flimsy. Had the inner sleeves, like that. Back side like that. And as I said, you've got the swatch and the poster. The piece of clothing you see on the front of the album jacket certainly isn't the one you're going to get. You'll get a plain blue, white, black. So let's have a look. This is the envelope that came in. If I can take it out. Oh, so it's just a plain black piece of cloth. Novel idea at the time. And the poster that came with, looks like that. They're the first worldwide gold award hits. Wasn't available on CD as far as I know, but the second one was. But we'll look at this one in more detail when we look at the CD collection. This was a limited edition, but we'll look at that on a further video. Next one is the Golden Celebration box set. This is 6 LPs. It was released in 1984. Front cover. back cover. Limited edition, this was pressed in the US, this one. Number. Came on the nice gold 50th anniversary label. All albums had inner sleeves. Two. Four. These albums featured all the early TV appearances, Dalty Brothers, Ed Sullivan, Steve Allen, Milton Berle shows. As well as other tracks recorded at home. They're all mono. Some of the tracks recorded at home are obviously not very good quality, but it's nice to have songs which I was never officially recorded. If there is a gripe for this release for me, most of this stuff on the 68 album, the last side, most of this is out. It had been released before on the Legendary Performers, so with the wealth of material we now know that they had on the 68 special, it would have been nice if they would have put some more unreleased tracks on this one. Some fans did complain that there's no 70s material on here, only goes from like 54 to 68, but in keeping with all the mono, maybe they thought they'd end it there. It was, how much did I pay for that? £36, 15 pence. That's what I paid for this one in 1984. This came with it. Sort of a bit cardboard with all the track listings. And you also got a photo. I believe this was given away in '57, I believe. I know my mother had this from the fan club, the English fan club, when Jeannie and Doug were running it. I believe it was 1957. And she had this photograph with an autograph on it, which I believe she got from the fan club. Obviously reproduction there. This was available on CD. There it is, but again we'll look at the CD version when we go on to the CD series of videos. Okay, I think we'll call it a day for this video. Still got a few more box sets to show. I'll show them in a video coming up shortly. Hope you enjoyed this video. Just remember, one is music, life's no waste. Hopefully see you again shortly.